Today we will be learning about the metric conversions. It's a little bit easier than the customary unit conversions that we have been doing. All this does is either multiplying or dividing by 10 or 100 or 1,000. It's really not that bad, and it's just simply moving the decimal places left and right. So in the center of I kind of drew some steps here. The center we have our basic units, whether it's meters, grams, or liters. That's what we start with, whether we're talking about length, mass, or capacity. So if we're going to smaller units, decigram or deci, like if we're talking about meter, decimeter, then centimeter, and then millimeter. That's the smallest unit. What we are going to do is when we move down here, we are going to multiply by 10 each step. So say we started off with 1 meter. And we are going to go how many decimeters? We are going to multiply by 10. So we have 10 decimeters. If we multiply by 10 again, we get 100 centimeters. If we multiply again, we get 1,000 millimeters. So, looking at our meter stick, we have 1 meter. There are 10 chunks, which are decimeters. There are also 100 smaller chunks. Those are centimeters. So there's 100 of them on here. Then we have millimeters. Each of these tiny little marks that you see there, each one of those is a millimeter. There are 1,000 of them here. Now, we can move up to bigger units. And when we move up the scale, we are going to divide by 10. So if I have 1 meter, and I want to move to decameters, this would be 0.1 decameter. Then if I want to go up to hectometer, I can move my decimal point hectometer, 0.01 hectometer. And then I move up again, I can divide by another 10, and I get 0.001 kilometer or kilometer. So let's put that into practice. Say I have 22 grams. Here's my grams. I'm going to have 22 grams. How many milligrams is that? How many milligrams? So what I am doing is I am moving this way. I am multiplying by 10 for each step. 10, 20, or 10, 100, 1,000. Or I am moving my decimal point 3 places to the right. So I started with 22. Here's my decimal place. So I'm going 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So I'm adding 3 zeros. So this is now 22,000 milligrams. What if I wanted to find out with the same 22 grams, how many kilograms is that equivalent to? So when I move up the ladder, I'm going to divide by 10 each time. So I'm going to divide by 10, 100, 1,000. So I'm starting with 22. Here's my decimal point. That's the same as just moving the decimal place 3 spaces over. 1, 2, 3. Now I have to put 1 in there. So 0.022 kilograms is equal to 22 grams. You can do that with any metric units. You just have to know where you're starting. If you're starting here at decigrams and need to go to hectograms, you're going to go 10, 100, 1,000 to go from deci to hecto. We will be practicing this a lot.